Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as TheAfrozen. Today I'm reading for the collective. Hey collective! Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to book a private reading with me or shop in my store. All that information is in the description box below. Alright, so today we are back for another channel message. And the channel message is, so I think today specifically I'm going to be doing a lot of like mother and father, maternal, paternal, like parental readings, okay? Because there's a lot of check your house where your Chiron is, okay? You may have some unhealed issues or wounded issues that are surrounding the Chiron or the connection between your parents, okay? So check to see where your placements are in your chart, okay? So the channeled message is mother drugged you so father can molest you, okay? I know it's going to be a trigger warning for some, but you need to hear so you can heal. You have to acknowledge it. Yes. In order to heal, you have to acknowledge what's going on. Justice is here. Okay. It's going to go both ways. But give me a second. You have to acknowledge what's happening. Okay. So you can move forward in the process so you can heal it. All right. We have magician and we have justice. So definitely your parents have been parental parents that God resonate, so you can have a mom or a stepdad or a dad or a stepmom, okay? And they have done a lot of vile things to you, okay? May have also used magic over your head so that way you're not aware of what has taken place here. What I want to say is, Spirit is saying, an indication that you may have some issues with, like sexual whatever, is that you get sexual intimacy. You might be very standoffish. You may not like sex a lot. The body language. Pay attention to your body language, especially when you're around certain people. If your body language completely shuts down or shuts off, then that's your body telling you that something is completely off. Okay, so pay attention to your body. Pay attention to the body language that your body gives off and to what other people give off to you as well here too, okay? But we do have justice here, so you will receive justice for this situation or for this ordeal here. Eight of Cups. You may have felt abandoned as a child. You may have had an imaginary friend, or you may have been a very spiritual as a child. You just didn't know what, but you just knew something was off. Okay, you weren't able to put your finger on it. We do have the Death here. Okay, so you were molested as a child. I don't think you were aware that this happened here because there's a lot of drugging that was going on, a lot of manipulation, and definitely a lot of spell work that was going on here. And that is the reason why you might not have been able to remember what was going on. Five of Wands. You may have always had a very rocky connection with your parents growing up here, and that is the reason why, because this is what they have done to you as a child. Now we also have the Three of Pentacles here. Okay, they are refusing to learn. It's in reverse, I'm sorry. They are refusing to learn or take responsibility for the part that they have played in the, in your upbringing here, but they really truly emotionally and they have sexually damaged you in ways that, like, the next person, to be honest with you, because I keep hearing grotesque, like they really did a number on you as a child here. Truly did a number on you as a child. And I really believe that if it was anyone else, I don't feel anyone else will be able to walk in your shoes, basically. Okay, you are a very strong individual here. And on I'm just want to say behalf of Spirit as well that, I'm sorry that you had to go through this ordeal, but don't allow this ordeal to be like the ending of your road or your trip. Okay, the ending of your life. Okay, there's so much more that you are going to be looking forward to. Okay, the world is here. You have the world in your world. You have the world in your world. Yeah. You have the world in your hands, or you have the world in the world. Take that how it resonates here. But yeah, I keep hearing isolation. You were isolated. You weren't given any love. You probably have received the bare minimum of things as well too. They were very cold and very cold-hearted and very standoffish towards you as well. You may always felt like you always got things last, okay? And that is the secret that they have been hiding from you. Now, I feel like like I said, your intuition is getting heightened and you're trying to figure out some things here. You're trying to pinpoint, you know, why things are happening the way that it's happening here, okay? Your mother sets you up, or your father sets you up, so your stepmom or your mom, okay? Or with your stepdad or your real dad, take it how it resonates, but your parents set you up. They failed you. They failed you tremendously. Now, I'm really gonna have to put a trigger warning on this. This is a tram. Wow. They allow other people to touch you. Wow. Yeah. They will always have music on when this happened. Always have music on. You may really like music because of that. Kind of like escape. They bribe you with things. They buy things for you so you won't remember. Hey, I'll get that for you, I'll get that for you. So they're an emotional manipulator. Okay. Yeah, they buy you things. They think like buying is going to take away from what they have done to you here. This is a secret that they really truly thought that they were going to be able to take to the grave, and that's just not going to fucking happen here. They are guarding this with their life. They're guarding this with their life here, but they let other people touch on you, and they left you with predators around. They're very cold and rigid. The Empress here is in reverse. You're very cold, very immature, very rigid towards you. Really had to kind of fend for yourself as a child or growing up here, okay? Also, I feel like the nurse was in on it. Hear me out. So I feel like you probably still went to the doctors and stuff like that, but I keep hearing gift of gab. One of your parents has the gift of gab, and they're able to kind of like switch the narrative so that way the spotlight is not on them. This is something that they're really good at. But they'll still take you to the doctors and stuff like that, but they're very like on the top, like over the top, trying to make sure that the doctor or maybe the nurse is not probing for maybe certain information or whatever the case may be. But with the nurse here, I truly feel like they have created some form of an alliance here with the nurse or the doctor. Like, you know, when you go to take your child to the doctor, you be like, hey girl, how you doing? They're like, oh yeah, we here for our 3-month checkup, 6-month checkup, whatever the case may be. Oh my God, he getting big or she getting big, that kind of way. And they establish this kind of rapport with this person. But something is telling me emotionally, I really feel like a nurse is involved in this, a doctor is involved in this. They are truly aware or informed of what has happened to you, and they didn't report it. They didn't say anything. I'm hearing hush money as well too. I truly hear hush money. Yeah, lawyer. You gonna need a lawyer. You, man. Father may have a mustache, and it look just like that, like thick. That's crazy. See what else? Someone could be a bus driver or work in transportation here. Somebody could be a flight attendant or like to take flights, okay? Or they may just tend to escape their mind from the ordeal that has happened here. Someone could be an electrician, okay? Somebody could be a waiter here. Their profession is a waiter. But yeah, they're definitely, they may have, oh my God. May have tied you up and just this will make you very sick to your stomach. Very sick. They may have gave you things, poison, medicine, drugs, to keep you knocked out or keep you slowed down so you're not aware of what has happened or transpired in the past. Your teeth may have been knocked out by one of your parents. Parent was abusive. One of your parents loves to wear hats or caps. They don't never like to show their face. They're always wearing some form of a glasses or sunglasses or something to that nature here. Your mother set you up for failure. We just gonna call it what the fuck it is. This is a deep ass family secret here. Your mother set you up for fucking failure. She allowed different men, or your father set you up. Take how it resonates. But one of your parent or parents set you up for failure, to be touched on and molested and sexually just manipulated and tampered with. You're going to get justice for this. Courthouse and community, this is going to be made well and known amongst a lot of people. Adjudication is here. They will be going to jail for this. Fuck them. Okay. 9 + 2, break that down, is 11. 11 is a portal. 1-1. So definitely they will be going to jail with it. From this, they cannot get away with this. I'm telling you, I don't care if it was 50 years ago, 70, 80 years ago. A leopard never changed their spot. If they did it to you, that means they're still doing it to other people. A leopard never changed their spots. They're going to be in the spirit that all this is coming out, because this was a deep, dark family secret that they were going to take to their grave. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to the way that your body is. Pay attention to the way that you receive with your body, with your significant other. If you're having issues with intimacy, if you're having issues with being close to people, you have sexual trauma, unknown, hidden sexual trauma that you have to release and heal. Okay? We are in the new moon energy of Aquarius. You can do like womb rituals. Let me don't say that, because could be cross watchers watching. Listen to me well. You want to get justice for this. Spirit sees everything. I don't care if it's 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago. You're going to get justice for this. And you're going to be in a 10 of cups here. A leopard never changes their spots. And yes, it may have happened to you, but my spirit is real heavy right now. And I'm telling you, I really feel like they truly still doing this to other people. And that's what's going to get them jammed up, child. They have a very, very sick obsession with sex. They like to see people bound and tied, and I'm not making this shit up. What does it say? Sex magic may have had you under heavy spell work. They're not going to take accountability for that. I don't know. Pay attention. Pay attention. All you got to do is pay attention. A person that is hiding something ill, and I'm speaking generally now. A person that know that they have been wrong or guilty of something, they know that they know for a fact that they have done it, they're going to expose themselves. They always expose themselves. A liar always exposes themselves, but you have to pay attention to catch the liar in an act, okay? They always expose themselves here, always. Death, this may this may result in a death here, a suicide, because I've been mentioning before, and I know what I said, intuition. There's going to be an upsurge of deaths, especially around the baby boomers, because a lot of their secrets are coming out, because a lot of these secrets they have been holding for a long time. Times are changing, and especially with us, and when I say us, meaning most of us are adults now. We are the children of, we're adult kids, right? And a lot of us are attempting to change the trajectory of how we are parenting, how we are viewing things. We're not going for certain things anymore. We are really truly changing the narrative. Like, we are the leaders of the new world, I guess you can say, right? So we are getting rid of all of these old paradigms, these family secrets, and the grandparents knowing and they're not saying nothing, they taking it to their grave and shit like that. We're the ones, the new leaders, that are speaking up and open about the things that are happening, so we can help other people and each other to not get, either to help them through this ordeal or to save someone's life here. Okay, definitely check your Chiron. Definitely check your Chiron. Could be in the 4th house, or because I think 4th house is family, or it could be under, 4th house is home, roots, family, self-care, emotions, foundations, mother, children, women in femininity. Or it can also be in the 10th house, which is career, long-term, goals, structure, status, reputation, public image, masculinity, men, fathers, expert, and home. So it could be either your 10th house is in Chiron or your 4th house is in Chiron, okay? You're going to get the strength, or you're going to have the strength to move forward. Of course, this is something that's very painful of, that you've experienced. So it's going to take some time for you to thank you, to get over this ordeal. It may make you super angry as well too. I mean, as it should. And it's very, what's the word? I'm trying to think of the word, not acceptable, but like like, you have a right to feel how you feel. I'm just trying to think of the word, but I can't think of it right now. But you have every right to feel. Justify is a justifiable reaction to this, is what I wanted to say. So you have every right to feel how you feel, and however you decide that you need to move with this, go ahead and do what's best. You want to sit and pray about it, say an affirmation or a mantra, or ask spirit to reveal, the next steps as to what you should do to move forward from this here. But you're going to be okay. I know it's kind of easier said than done, but you're going to be okay. The boar, okay, very aggressive. They're going to be very aggressive towards you. You may try to go towards them to have a conversation. This person is a lush. They like to drink a lot. All they do is just drink. Okay, one or both parents may pass away from this, because like I told you, this is a secret that they were going to take to their grave here. And I feel like you were unconsciously or were not aware that something was going on here. But body language never lies. Body language never lies. You can't get away from that. This was something that was deep rooted. This was deep rooted, deep, that they thought that no one would ever. They thought that no one would ever find out. They don't even have a soul. They sold their soul. They sold their soul. Might be very scared to come towards you, to have a conversation with you here, because of things are being revealed left, right, and center here. All right, identity. You may not know who you are because of this ordeal, the situation. You may not have had good, healthy situations or boundaries around sex when it comes to your connections or your relationships based on this, okay? So maybe you have a fear of being intimate and you weren't understanding why. You can also, to help with the healing process of this, you can do some Reiki as well on your womb to help you. You can use crystals. You can use yoni eggs. Okay, if this is for a male, you can also place crystals around your member as well too. You can work with earth energy to ground yourself, to release that. You can release that to the earth. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can release this trauma from your sexual organs here. And I do feel like it's going to take some time, but once you've fully, truly healed yourself, you'll be able to move forward here, okay? This family, they taken away your innocence. They taken away your innocence, and you weren't even aware. You weren't even aware. If you feel like you go around your parents and you can't hug them, you can't have a conversation, it's very off, it's very standoffish, it's very nervousness. Like, say like you're going into a room, a crowd, right? You're going into a crowd of people, and your spirit, you don't know why, but your gut, your intuition is telling you that something is off, but you don't know why, but you just know that something is off. That's a kind of an example that I can give to you to kind of clarify or pinpoint where, that something is off there, okay? The eye is also here, so they could be watching you very closely here. Okay, the body, yeah, see? And if you look closely here, this is pointing towards like the womb part here. So this is like the sexual organs or the sexual womb here. So yeah, you were touched as a child. You were touched as a child. You were. You were. And they brought you around people too. They're in a lot of trouble though. The cauldron is here. They're in a heap of trouble because they were very devoted in keeping you drugged up and keeping you sedated and keeping you in a state where you would not remember what has happened to you here. But you're going to be in good health. That's great. That's number one. That's the best thing. You're going to be in great health here, mind, body, and soul. And number two, you can finally close that part of your chapter that you felt like, you felt like something was hidden from your past and you weren't able to pinpoint or to figure out why you weren't able to close it and move forward. Now that you have this information, now you'll be able to move forward. And now you'll be able to heal and you'll be able to move forward and do what you need to do, what's best for you, okay? The future is very bright for you, all right? It's very, 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 very bright for you. You have a very bright future ahead of you, okay? Like I told you, there's going to be some losses here, okay? Because this is a secret. Of course, they don't want to come out. So, you're going to have to prepare for a funeral. I'm just plain talk, no manners. That's all Trini say. Plain talk, no manners. Basically mean I'm just going to give it to you raw and uncut. So then we have boundaries and then we have gifts as well too. So like I said, they didn't have any boundaries towards you and they did not treasure you or they did not see you as a gift, okay? They just saw you as a disposable means. I'm hearing disposable means of income. That's what I'm hearing. What? Yeah, look. Mature man and great fortune. So they may have got paid off of this. They're in bad health. Someone's in bad health because they're in their head, they're in their mind about what has happened, what has transpired. Yeah, look, child. This happened to you as a child. They took your innocence as a child here. Okay, they may work with kids as well too. These are predators that you're dealing with. I'm not making this up. Look, immature woman, an older woman, immature. It's an older woman here. Sudden wealth. They did something with you. Look, coffin. They did something to where they were paid to. You're going to be inspiration to others. You're going to captivate and you're going to touch a lot of people's lives with what has transpired with you. Wisdom. Whoever you are, I wish I could just give you a hug. I just wish I could. But I'm telling you, these people, they going down. You're going to grow from this. You're going to grow tremendously from this here. You're going to grow tremendously from this here. Don't allow this to stop you. Don't allow this to be the end all be all. You are in alignment with the cosmic flow here. Allow yourself to continue to listen to the guidance of source. Wow. Moon in Cancer in the first house. How funny is that? We have Aquarius in the North Node. Okay, so some of you guys have healed in the 4th house. Very good. Very, very good. Then we have the 6th house in Jupiter in Sagittarius. So expansion of knowledge. Okay, so Sagittarius rules the 9th house. Okay, so let's see who's involved here. So we do have a Leo. Okay, wow, we do have a Taurus. We have a Gemini. We have Sagittarius. We have Capricorn. We have Taurus. I heard one more. Do one more. And we have Scorpio. So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Until next time, peace.